Hey guys, I'm here, but I just wanted to do this one thing I've always wanted to do for some time now. Um, so we haven't been really keeping up with Melee or something like that, right, or Smash as much. But there's a tournament in Toronto called to come up at York University this weekend, and I didn't go first off. I really wanted to go. I was so sad I couldn't go. But anyways, regardless, for Smash Melee, we had we had a lot of good players come in. We got Amsa, the Red Yoshi, Hacks, one of the most technical foxes ever, Zuppy, another great fox, like Hacks. We got None, but more importantly, Moky won the event. Moky is a fox main from Ontario, where I'm from, Toronto, and he's really good. He is really good. I'm not exaggerating it. He's amazing. I love watching him. I've been keeping up with him for years, and he won. He won over Amsa, in case anyone really cares. And it was big. It was big, and he defended our home turf. And that's sick. That's amazing. But I also, during school, I made an assignment about Gommel for some reason. I don't know. We were just asked to do something about anything we like. So I was like, I like this event. So I did it. And I mentioned on his stream that I made a PowerPoint about Gommel, and I included him in it.
I had an assignment and I chose to do it on Gommel and I put you in it. Hell yeah, dude. Let's go, Toy Machine. Did you make me look good? I put you as local talent? Hell yeah.
Tech chase again.
But I never really got the chance to show him. So I think you know where this is going from the title and where I'm leading into this. so I made a PowerPoint on it. I made a PowerPoint on Gommel. Isn't that incredible? Isn't that incredible? Hold on. Fuck it. I don't know what's going on. But yeah. This is my assignment that I made. And in honor of his big win, because he was a pretty big tournament. Like, there are a lot of good players there. Maybe like a B tier. It was sick though. In honor of that, here is my presentation on Get on My Level, aka Gommel, the tournament series. The introduction. Get on My Level, or Gommel, is a fighting game tournament series mainly for the Super Smash Bros. Series of video games. It is held in the city of Toronto and occasionally over in Mississauga from the Friday to Sunday in late spring or early summer. The tournament series started in 2014 at York University and has been to other venues like the International Center over in Mississauga, the Better Living Center, downtown Toronto, and more recently the Sheraton Hotel and Convention Center for the most recent event, Gommel 2022, and this year, Gommel 2023, which, by the way, it's so easy to get to this year. It's across the Eden Center, in case anyone wants. It's so easy. My dumbass could not go to the other places alone. The other places were far, like the one in Mississauga International Center, far. Better Living Center was like was in the exhibition CNE area, so I didn't really know to get there. So I'm so glad it's easy to get to this time around. And it's the country's largest Smash Bros. tournament series, bringing a worldwide talent as well as local stars and up and coming players. And if you've been watching Canadian Smash for a long time, you know this is true. Moky got to start. He popped off at Gommel 2018. He beat Ice. He then lost to Mewtwo King and Zane. So you can make a name for yourself here, and yeah, a lot of people do. A lot. This is a big tournament, so it's very important for good representation from the locals and the country to be done here. Okay, so to ask me why this series is my favorite, it brings local, national, and worldwide talent all together to compete, which is very true. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. It's a major for a reason. It's a major for a reason. You know, and it's sick. Seeing all the players and good games on the screen is incredible. It's amazing. It's a good chance to meet and play with the big names, out of town players. It gives you a chance to compete and learn from everyone there, which is very true. Even if you are 0-2 player, you have a great time there just playing, meeting everyone. You didn't waste a single dime entering or just traveling. As long as you enjoy yourself there, you meet people, get to learn stuff, get your top player's autograph or picture to your collection or whatever. I wouldn't say it's a waste. It's an experience. This whole thing would be, I'd say, is an experience aside from it just being a competition, and it really is just it's just great overall. Like, I highly recommend it to anyone that doesn't even know what Smash is. If you show them the tournament, I'd say it'd be a great segue to, just getting involved or becoming interested. I mean, lastly, it's just something I just love to watch, and the matches, especially in the later parts of the tournament, because top 16, top 8, winner's quarter. It's just crazy. It's so crazy. Okay, so here's the history portion of it. And it's from Gauntlet 2018. Oh, that was my first one I went to. Okay, the first tournament in the series was held in May 2014 at York University, just like where the comic was held. And the winner of the event was a player named Mango from California. I don't need to explain about that. Ever since the first event, each tournament attendance count has grown, beating the previous attendance record for every tournament they've held. And when I was doing the research on that, it is true. It is true. I think 17 might have the most drastic entrant count from 2016. Like, it was a notable difference. And I think that's when the leap started, and then from 2017 onward, that's when it just kept going. And I think, and obviously, 2022 last year was the most attendance it's had. And I just showed a video of why the tournament is so important to the locals and like around the world, and why it became such a highly regarded event in general. Okay, so we got the fun facts. Also, I was there for this. When I saw him won, holy crap! My mind was blown. He regularly didn't win a tournament for like a year and a half at that point. I was like, he ain't. I was in shock. I was in disbelief. I was so happy that he won, and he went all Falco that tournament too. I love Falco. Okay, but onto the fun fact. The main games for this tournament featured are Melee, and in most recent installments is Ultimate, obviously. Combining the attendees for both major games, the attendance count is around 1,000 plus players. With it's usually like 500, 400 for Melee, and then 500 to 600 for Ultimate. I mean, it makes sense. People should know, Melee is still sick. I'll still watch Ultimate from time to time, even though I don't play that much. I don't even watch that much anymore. Which kind of sucks. It was the game I started with. But I do watch from time to time, but God. Most people should play Melee. Then again, it's also pretty hard to get into. The winners from both tournaments are usually from the US, and some winners being from Canada, Mexico, and Sweden. Other games for the tournament lineup consist of Smash Bros., the original one, and we got Brawl, DBZ, and Street Fighter, depending on which game is out at the time. I think they're holding 5 tournaments still, and then because 6 isn't coming out yet. And I think maybe last year they might have held a Guilty Gear tournament as well. I could be completely wrong. I didn't really pay. I was just watching. I was busy watching the main games. You go for the main games. Okay, so location. The tournament venues are usually all within subway reach for people within the city, and commuter friendly for people out of the GTA 2. I know people that say they would take like the Go buses, the Go trains within Ontario for some of them. And I know that there's some people that go like pretty far. Like I know some people in Oakville that attend Gauntlet, so they have to take a Go bus, or maybe they get a carpool there. There are people that are willing to do that just for the tournament, and honestly, it still works out in the end. If you know where Oakville is, or like the Durham region, is that Durham region, or is that Peel? I'm not too sure. Or like the Burlington area, there's a lot of Ultimate players there that I know, and they are willing to come all the way up from a Go train, and then go downtown and compete in the tournament. I know lots of people that do that. So it's really lucky that it's commuter friendly, and even for people within the city like myself, it's so easy. It's so easy. The first time I went, it was in Mississauga, Weston Road area, like International Center. It was very far west, but it was also doable to go on the bus. You have to pay extra fare. I never had to do that in my life. That was the only time I ever paid extra I had to pay twice to get home to one bus. Does that make sense? Toronto people know. It was the most random experience, but it is still possible. It is still doable. And in recent years, when it happened in 2019, super easy. If you know where the CNE is, it's in one of the buildings. Like here, the Better Living Center. It's there at the CNE. It's the CNE. If you go there, you know. You see it. It's where the farm is usually. Or depending on what they do. I'm pretty sure it's usually the petting zoo though. Petting zoo farm, same thing. And then, as I said earlier, the recent events, they are going to be across the Eden Center. I'm pretty sure it's pretty well known. If you're looking for tourists, if you're looking for a place to shop at in Toronto, especially if you're in the downtown area, that's the place to go. So it's very easy. It's very easy, and there's so much to do also. So it's kind of really good that the tournament is also within an area that has a lot to do, so people could actually explore rather than just stay in the venue and just sweat and compete. There's more in life than to just practice in the game, you know. Enjoy the city. If you're traveling out of region, it's always good to explore where you're going, because you're there for a limited time, you know. You could always play, yeah, you could always just, you can play online against each other, okay, but enjoy the place you're at, you know. The places that these tournaments are at is very cool. I wanted to go to Battle BC, but I couldn't, but I still went the week after, and I had a great time there. So just enjoy it. Enjoy where you're at. And most importantly, the venues are big enough to hold 1,000 plus attendees, and they're pretty big and know exactly. The Start GG is going to tell you where the venue is, so it's going to be really easy to find. And then here are the requirements for the tournament. You gotta register on the tournament registration page, depending on where you're from, find transportation, hotel, flight to the event, need money, toiletries, and emergencies, yada yada, tournament ID, you gotta be accompanied by someone over 18 if you're very young, and you need a controller. And sometimes a game system, depending if you're a volunteer. And honestly, it's very helpful if you do that. If you're willing to do that, bring setups to your local place, or local tournaments, local majors. Be that guy. You'll be a hero to the community. Remember, it's a grassroots event. These are grassroots events, guys. Can't be done without you. But we already know the requirements if you've been around the block. I gotta talk about the local talent. We got Moky. Whoa, and yes, I have to look up some of these guys' names. It's not weird. I just, school. It's school. I did it for school. What? You think my teacher's gonna know who Riddles is? You really think my teacher's gonna know who Riddles the Kazuya main is? Come on. So we got Moky. Oh my god, he won come up. Holy crap. Congrats, by the way. He's sick. Foxbane, you know. Riddles with Michael Kim on Team Liquid. Wow. Incredible. Ryan Ford. This guy's cool. He's cool. He's really good. He's amazing. Ryan Ford, he might not be around as much anymore, but he's still good. He is still so good. We got None, Edgar Shelby, one of the best Falcons in Melee in the world, and just chill. That guy's chill. I saw him at IKEA one time. None. If you're seeing this, I hope you remember me from IKEA. Most random thing ever. And then lastly, one of my favorite people in the world, JW. And that's it. That's where I ended it. But yeah. This is my presentation. I don't even know what grade I got. But my teacher gave me a grade. I forgot what grade it was, but I got marked. I passed that class just by talking about people. Just by talking about gamers. But yeah. I don't know. This is definitely a one-off thing. I just wanted to show it off. And also just cause celebration, little celebration for the moky people. I don't know what Moky calls his subscriber group as, but honestly, this is a fun thing to make. When I was instructed to make it, I was like, hey, this is something I like. It's an event I like. Might as well talk about it. And it was very easy to research. Because I liked it, and that's one of the few things I like about some assignments in school. You know, they ask you to do something you like. I was given that chance. It's very rare that you even get chances like these. So I took it, and it just made it so much easier to talk about it because I've been there, I've seen it. I'm quite well versed within what goes on for the local scene around here. So I was like, hey, easy. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Once again, shoutouts to Moky for winning come up. Also Riddles won come up as well on the ultimate side. But yeah, that's gonna be it. There's really not much for me to say, but yeah, I hope you liked it. I hope it was a little interesting. You know, I'm showing off school. Who shows off schoolwork for content, right? You know, like this is not like strictly for school. This is just me showing off my schoolwork that I did for fun to an audience. But yeah, thanks. Like, comment, subscribe, I guess. I got a Twitch now. So yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Thank you all for checking this out, taking the time to watch it. Yeah, that's really it. Take care.